First council meeting resumes in Durban this afternoon after being suspended due to a power outage on Monday. The power outage was not, however, the only source of disruption at the said council meeting. Police were called in to escort out a group of ANC and EFF supporters out of the meeting. The ANC's Tabani Nyawose was elected council speaker, while the position of mayor is yet to be decided. The meeting descended into chaos when it emerged that the speaker was elected without the support of the IFP, despite an agreement to support the ANC in hung councils in KwaZulu-Natal. The venue of today's council meeting has since been changed. It's now going to be held at the Durban ICC. Well, for more on this story, let's cross to my colleague Simpiwe Makanya, who's standing by. Thank you very much, Simpiwe. So when can we expect proceedings to get going, and what's the temperature there where you are?
Well, good afternoon to you, Nompo, and to the viewers as well at home. The clock is indeed ticking for the eThekwini Metro Council to elect the mayor of eThekwini as well as the deputy mayor and other strategic positions within the eThekwini Council. Nompo, as you correctly indicated in your introduction, that the proceedings on Monday were disrupted following the power outages, as well as the some of these ANC supporters who stormed that meeting which was held at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. But with me, Nompu, I have the Secretary General of the Economic Freedom Fighters, that Mr. Marshall Dlamini, who is here to marshal the members of the Economic Freedom Fighters as they are about to take part in this meeting. Mr. Dlamini, thank you very much for your time. As the national leadership of the EFF, what is your position with regards to voting with the DA in today's council meeting?
No, we're voting with opposition. We're not going to vote with the ANC. That is our position. That is why I'm here to give guidance to our structures that wherever the opposition is voting, that's why we're voting. We're not voting with the ANC. That was a decision that we've taken. So we're standing on our own as the EFF, but voting against the ANC. So whatever other parties do, DA, IFP and everything, they do what is their own mandate. So we don't have any agreement. We're just voting against the ANC. That is the decision of today.
Let's paint this scenario, Mr. Dlamini. If the Democratic Alliance puts forward a mayoral candidate, are you going to be voting for that mayoral candidate of the Democratic Alliance?
Yes, that's what we're going to do. If there are two candidates, ANC and the DA, we're going to vote for this one of DA, because anything against the ANC, that's what we're going to do. So we're not apologetic about that. So that's exactly what we're going to do.
Some of your critics have actually said that why are you just willingly giving this vote to the Democratic Alliance without any terms and conditions, it would seem?
No, we are voting to make sure that the ANC, because the voters and the people of eThekwini, they've said they don't want to be led by the ANC. So we want to make sure that that doesn't happen. That's what we are doing. We're following the wishes of the voters. The voters were clear, because the ANC has been running this municipality for the last 20 years or so. So now the voters, they've spoken and then they said, we don't want to be led by the ANC because they failed to service us. Our places, they don't have, we don't receive services. There's the sewage just running across the road. We're here to campaign. And the voters of eThekwini, they were clear that they don't want the ANC, so we cannot go against their wishes. So that's why we are voting against the ANC.
And you feel that the Democratic Alliance is the party that is correct to actually lead this council?
No, it's not the correct party, but we remember we must do one thing at a time. We can't do everything first. First, to make sure that the ANC doesn't get to power. That's the first item. That's what we're dealing with now. The other ones, we're going to deal with them as we move. We can't do everything at once. The first thing is to make sure that the ANC is out of power. That's our main focus today. Whoever comes in, their capacity or what they can do, we're coming to that. We're going to deal with it decisively. But first thing first, let's make sure that the ANC is not in power.
What are you going to do, Mr. Dlamini, to ensure that there is stability within the council itself? Of course, today the issue is about voting for the mayor, deputy mayor, as well as other positions. But after this, there's going to be budget votes that will have to be, decided upon. Your position as the EFF, how are you going to ensure that there is stability in this council?
Look, we spoke that we're going to make sure that there's stable municipalities. We are not coming here to disrupt municipalities. We are responsible leaders of society. We have been elected to to come and make sure that there's stability in the municipalities. That is going to be the mandate and how the responsibility of our councillors here to make sure that discussions must happen robustly so, but make sure that at the end of the day, the people of eThekwini are the one who are receiving services. It's not about us, it's about the voters. So the priority, it is the voters. That is why even the decision we've taken, prioritizing the voters of eThekwini. So we'll ensure that there is stability because there must be discussions that's going to take place, but eventually those discussions, they must lead to one thing only, and which is to deliver service to our people.
Mr. Dlamini, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Bob.
That's the Secretary General of the Economic Freedom Fighters, Mr. Marshall Dlamini, putting it on record saying that the EFF councillors in this municipality will be voting for the opposition in terms of the mayoral position as well as the deputy mayor position. Of course, our sources, since we've been following these developments, is that they've been telling us that DA's Nicole Graham is going to be put forward to actually stand as the candidate for the mayoral position here in eThekwini. But we will wait and see what will unfold. The meeting is expected to start at 2 this afternoon. Nompo, it's back to you in Johannesburg for now.
Thanks very much, my colleague there, Simpiwe.